the salad shakers I had back in the day. Did you ever have those?
It looks disgusting.
I'm not listening.
Yeah.
But if I ate this now, it would probably be horrendous. But for whatever reason, they use so much dressing with it that
Oh, I hate dressing with my. Yeah, I
Oh,
always.
you eat it plain as leaves?
I like to use my hands.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day.
Most food, yes.
I followed her and found out why. At first, I was just she told me she had an accident at work. I had no reason not to believe her. Accidents happen. But it was slightly odd she would have an accident while typing numbers into a computer. It would have made more sense if she was working in construction. I didn't think much of it until she came home the next night with a black eye. If her excuse was another accident at work, it wasn't going to cut it.
Oh my
when she got
God,
home, she tried her best to avoid me, so I knew something was up. What happened to your eye, honey? I could see her brain ticking over as she tried to think of an answer. Some idiot cut in front of me at the gas station. And when I confronted him about it, he went berserk and punched me in the face. For as long as I have known my wife, she has always been a terrible liar. That's awful, honey. Did you report it? I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Just paid for my gas and got the hell out of there. I could tell from her face she was lying to me, which only made me suspect she was doing something other than working. Over the next few days, her injuries were getting worse and her lies more elaborate. She started to get more distant and a little less like my wife. Every day someone was hurting my wife and it was taking a toll on her. She stumbled in the front door, barely able to hold herself up. I could see the pain etched into her face as she fell into my arms. My God, what happened to you? As she struggled to get words out of her mouth, I looked down and saw the bone sticking out from her limp arm. The doctor at the hospital pulled me aside when he was finished seeing to my wife's broken arm. He had the same concerned look on his face after my wife's explanation for her broken arm didn't satisfy his curiosity. You're the fourth couple this week in my surgery with similar injuries. While not unusual, all having the same explanation is. The doctor's words rattled around in my head on the drive home. If my wife wasn't going to tell me what was going on, I was going to find out one way or another. I got in my car right after my wife left for work and started following her. She worked in an office in town, so I was suspicious when she started traveling in the opposite direction. She stopped her car outside an abandoned building, which was strange because it was in the middle of nowhere. She waited for others to turn up, all women who looked just as battered as she was. Then it hit me. My wife's favorite film was Fight Club, and I read somewhere that fight clubs exist. But not in a million years would I think my mild-mannered wife would be the kind of person who would enjoy having her teeth knocked out. I waited until the women disappeared through the doors of the abandoned building before getting out of my car. I peered through. The others started taking their clothes off. Why do they have to be naked? I thought to myself. They all lined up as if they were waiting for something as women in white overalls collected their clothes. What happened next was like something straight out of a horror movie. You can watch the second part by pressing share and more. My wife was coming home every night looking like she was in a fight. I followed her and found out why. At first it was a small bruise on her cheek. When I pressed my wife,
Gross British and American food on toast. Which one do you think is worse? Starting with America, the country that cowers and collapses to their knees when they see a different culture eat beans for breakfast, despite ironically living right next to Mexico, chipped beef on toast is sold all over the country, and Americans often tout their love for the cheap processed beef in a flavourless white sauce on some bread. And then we move on to the great British beans on toast.
Yeah, beans on toast, all dish, no problems there. Chipped beef on toast. I've lived in multiple states of the United States, and I don't think I've ever heard of it, let alone had it for breakfast. Is it like corned beef? I've seen people eat corned beef with cabbage on like St. Patrick's Day. Are all of y'all eating chipped beef on toast and just not telling me? What is going on here? Now, if you want to know the actual American toast breakfast, that would be none other than the avocado on toast, which I added some smoked salmon to after that cucumber smoked salmon recipe, and some everything bagel seasoning, and some hot sauce, of course. Delicious and nutritious. I mean, this is classic.
scars bleed golden. My name's forever known. Blood, sweat, I'll break my bones till all my scars bleed golden. My name's forever known. Bang bang, won't stop till we're legends. Won't stop till we're legends. I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us, but they don't speak the language. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. Fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and curse on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you can try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. Fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living.
Closed. Milk.
We're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Yeah.
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. It's time that you know. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. Sing it louder.
230, 585. 230, 585.
No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless.
Sign it up if I wanted to. Like I wanted to. Real bad. It's actually kind of clean. What the fuck? It didn't turn. It didn't fucking turn. No, Chris. Bullshit, I think. Fuck you. How about you start? Cause of bullshit. That's why this guy young how I is for a long way, a long way. 呀，咋得生气啊？
Godspeed for the last time. My red views like my past life. My demons mad that I'm too fast. Furious when I zoom past. Like the dust while I dash. The villain gets the last laugh. Thought I had the white hat, but I did some dirt, now it's black. Who gon' smoke? I got gas. Who gon' choke? Who gon' gag? Who gon' boast? Who gon' brag? Who gon' most of this rap when I go to my path?
The country that cowers and collapses to their knees when they see a different culture eat beans for breakfast. Quite ironically, living right next to Mexico, chipped beef on toast is sold all over the country, and Americans often
Turn your back, you're a broken man. Just come around and just die in the shade of your head. Don't expect you to understand. Just keep telling yourself there's no shame.